Hey there everyone, this is Zombie Toonie and today I want to share with you a build called the Demolition Sleeper build. A specialization in explosive mastery that drastically changes how you approach grenade launchers, especially with the release of the crossbow. I'm going to explain why this no crit loadout has become my main setup for the years to come, because not only is it fun, it's also incredibly self-sufficient. So the weapons in this loadout is the Shortfuse crossbow, the XM79, and the Bucktooth blaster. For this build, I recommend maxing out dexterity and equipping a firing speed implant to maximize efficiency when dealing with all mobs. Since this build focuses on stun locking and spamming, dexterity will be your best friend. Let's dive into the Shortfuse crossbow, your looting and bossing powerhouse, which is surprisingly also your looting weapon as well as your main source of damage for boss hunting. Now, you might think that using a grenade launcher for looting is odd, but if you've read the wiki, you'll know that the Shortfuse crossbow does not in fact cause aggro. It is a silent explosive. This is a huge deal. You now have a looting weapon that doesn't just one-shot zombies, it clears entire mobs without making a sound. On top of that, it has an outfire mode. Like the Mag Storm, you can clear rooms quietly one after another without ever attracting a horde. That's why, in my opinion, and this might be controversial, the crossbow is better than the Mag Storm. It serves multiple roles, and with enough damage boost, you can clear entire rooms remotely using its outfire. It consistently wipes out clusters of zombies without needing precise aim. You might be worried about ammo cost for heavy grenades, but the truth is, you can clear a room with less than 3 shots, obliterating a cluster of infected. Ammo consumption becomes negligible because you're killing more with less effort. The crossbow is also insanely good for bossing, even without the damage boost. Its minimum damage output is equivalent to a crit from a Dusk Enforcer. Add some buffs and optimization, and you'll be splitting boss damage evenly and effortlessly. This is especially useful for multiple bosses. However, I only recommend this playstyle if you have dexterity and damage implants ready. Otherwise, just use the crossbow for looting. XM79, the cheap and flexible backup. The second weapon is the XM79. I don't know if this will change after this video, but right now the XM79 is cheap, built differently, and the ammo in general is pretty affordable. Seriously, grenades cost around 5 to 10k in Synchronum Bunker. Since the crossbow handles most crowd control, the XM79 serves as a backup, especially if you need standard grenades instead of heavy ones. I keep both equipped so I can juggle ammo types during loot runs, and again, grenades are pretty cheap. If you're looking for an alternative, the standard Dusk Launcher works well too. It uses a similar ammo type, has faster fire speed, and offers better staggering power thanks to its more consistent stun mechanic. I'm just recommending the XM79 here because it's more accessible in the market. However, if you want to combo your playstyle, the Cryo Launcher fits as a good alternative too. The only reason why I'm recommending the Cryo Launcher, despite it using the same grenade ammo for the crossbow, is breathing room. The slow effect of the Cryo Launcher helps tremendously if you don't have the movement speed, so keep that in mind. The Bucktooth blaster, aka the finisher. Finally, we have the Bucktooth blaster, which follows a more specific philosophy when it comes to bossing. A 2-round capacity might not sound as impressive until you realize that when all pellets hit, the Bucktooth outdamages both the Dusk Enforcer and the Torchbolt, dealing 320 damage per hit. Let me just say that the knockback is also insanely satisfying. With 30% dexterity, this weapon becomes a rhythmic beast. Plus, 12 gauge ammo is dirt cheap and you get massive value out of it. The pellets can overkill standard zombies and penetrate through mobs, sending them flying. The Bucktooth blaster is best used as a finisher, and you don't need a huge ammo reserve since it takes fewer shots to kill a boss in an isolated fight. With enough damage boost, the 50% reduced armor penetration becomes nearly irrelevant. That's basically my build. Thanks for watching this video. And I'll end with a quick disclaimer. This playstyle is not for everyone, but this is just my opinion, and for me, this build was a blast to play. So give it a try if you're interested. For me, it completely changed how I approach explosives, and it's honestly pretty cool.